Break out your swipe, break out your tap, and all the functions you do on your screen, you dirty person. Welcome to a show about Marvel Contest of Champions news and information. Let's see what's been happening in the last 48 hours. Of course, one of the big surprises of the last 24 hours, that is the confirmation of Deathless She Hulk. Bit of a surprise for most, especially considering the fact of what this does to the cadence of release of the Nameless Champions. Of course, we know that we have Deathless Vision, Guillotine, and we have that King Groot, a fantastic champion. But what does it mean for Hyperion, the Nameless Hyperion, and that Scarlet Witch Nameless as well? Well, there's still a bit of a mystery surrounding that particular champion. Based on some, well, imagery and as well what we've seen in the opening 10-year banner, if you see when you log into game, it gives you an impression that there was going to be a new model in any case. So there's going to be a Deathless version of said model, the new She-Hulk model, which will be coming to an MCOC game there, y'all. Also, the champion rework is in full swing at the moment. Summoner's Choice 2024 Rework Edition, Rework Edition. This vote is taking place at the moment. You can only find it on Instagram. So if you go over to the link in the description, it will take you to the Instagram. The champions voting for at the moment are Doctor Strange, Elektra, Miss Marvel Kamala Khan, and Black Bolt. If you're interested, at the point of recording this video, which is at 10:30 PM, 13th of August 2024, the vote is as follows. 5,311 people have voted. The voting is currently going towards, as I just click a button, Doctor Strange. It's the top bar there. It's an overwhelming 75% of vote. As a lot of you remember, we did hypothesize that we would see logically a final between Doctor Strange and Blue Cyclops. It could go either which way, but to be honest, it's probably going to go that way. Especially if you go back to previous results. Now I will just check at the point of, again, this video being recorded, what the results were for the previous one. And believe it or not, and I don't know if we will be able to kind of get this on screen because for whatever reason the web version doesn't work so well. But I can give you the results in any case, which again, overwhelming. It's a first place for Cyclops Blue Team, second place was Captain America. Of course, what this will mean for the results will likely be, as we said, the final will be between Doctor Strange and Blue Cyclops, and I do think Doctor Strange will win overall. But there we go. Who am I to kind of predict the future? The future is ours to... the future's in our hands. I don't know, some kind of like meaningful bollocks. Anyway, there was a bit of a to-do about this because in-game it did say the wrong thing. It said that the Captain America would be against Doctor Strange and Black Bolt and Black Widow. To be honest, I don't know why they did it around that way. They changed the structure of it, which we were like, what? Kabam said they were going to look into it, and the furthest bit of instruction on this is as follows, which I skipped past. So just to confirm, it's just a typo in the in-game mail. Black Bolt and Iron Fist were accidentally swapped around. That's what's on Instagram is correct. As for the vote, what device are you using? Now I think that's it. I think it's only available on certain devices and it's not available in the web version. It seems to only be available in the mobile version. Hence why I'm doing it with the mobile do that. It could as well be a problem with different devices like a tablet or something, but we don't know those things just yet. Next up, Beta Ray Bill bugged. So some people mentioned this a couple days ago, and we were waiting for a response from Kabam to kind of just say like acknowledged it and also look into it, because there's this amongst other bugs at the moment. Also, I think that some members of the team are taking a holiday, so I don't know if everything's going to be answered. I suppose it's difficult with some holidays, isn't it? If Kabam members of staff have got kids, then of course they're going to take holidays. Same thing around Christmas time, but it's more so when the summer holidays. In the UK we've got half term. I don't know if anybody has that in any other country. It's where the kids are basically on holiday for about 2 months and do everyone's head in. For me, when I'm trying to like get to different places based on travel, because transport's always a nightmare during this time. But anyway, to the point. Beta Ray Bill, SP3, game error bug. This has been plaguing people. Not great if you're doing Battlegrounds. Not great if you're doing things like Alliance Wars. Not great if you're doing content that is, well, scuffed to high heaven if you're deciding to use the champion rotator at an SP3. I don't normally SP3 rotate with the champion, but I can see why people might. It's up to you how you play champions. Whatever, you know, is desired rotation for you. And yeah, like had to take Beta Ray out of my deck, causing me losses as the game just gives error code. Ooh, and boot you out of the game. Yeah, I can see that. Like, it's not great if you want to use the champion into these competitive pieces of content, Alliance Wars, Battlegrounds, and that sucks. It really does. And yeah, like as of the 12th of August, it was passed on to the game team. Ye of little faith. I'm not holding my breath. $30 for an unusable character. Pretty it's not unplayable. It's a playable. It's a very playable champion. It's going to be great after. So update as follows, or kind of question as follows. Did these crashes occur right at the start or during gameplay, or did they possibly happen when doing medium attack? First screenshot looks like it might be, but the others didn't, so wasn't sure. There is a bug we've just fixed tied to Beta Ray Bill's medium attack. Want to see if that's the same or different. I've used Beta Ray Bill in some fights in monthly event quest. He has crashed my game around 40% of the time. Sorry, I don't exact numbers and specific stuff. The numerous errors occurred for me right after the match was over. After I won the fight, the game produced an error code and the game froze. It's a little bit different to what, maybe it's like on a victory animation or something. It's all very bizarre, isn't it? I created another post before seeing this one. For me, I'm getting the error and crashing when using Hulk against Beta Ray Bill on the Thronebreaker quest. So is it like a defender it's an issue as well? It's pretty consistent, so can try to screen record. This is so weird, isn't it? Some people are saying it's doing an SP3. Others are saying it's winning. Is that the winning fight animation? I think it is. Damn. But then here, this is like, this looks to be mid-fight. And it looks like at the start of the... No, it is not the start of the fight. It's the winning of the fight. But it's not winning animation. It's the point of the last KO. So maybe it was like... Is it tied to the medium? I don't know. Like, if you're playing Beta Ray Bill, make sure to come to this thread. I'll put a link to it in the description. And have you say in the comments with kind of like... Have you experienced it in... fighting in Thronebreaker? Is it using specific champions? Is it once you've won or KO'd against Beta Ray Bill, or is it using Beta Ray Bill? There's a lot of questions with this. It's just mad, man. This is pretty crazy. Pretty fresh with a bug. Kabam's still investigating. We'll have to see what the crack is with it. When Kabam Pinwheel gets back from the game team about what the heck's going on. We move now on to the Crucible. Now, I did my crystal opening yesterday. I'm still yet to update the guide, but that's on the list for today, as well as coverage of the reunion event. If not, any Crucible-based guides, content, and update to the Google Drive, whatever it is, will be at the weekend, because there's a lot. There's a lot on to cover. But there was something that caught my eye. I mean, caught my eye several days ago, but I was waiting to see if Kabam would give an answer to it, because, you know, we need to get these answers to questions on stuff. There is in the video, the live stream, which, you know, you can see a link in this one. There's this screenshot right here. Now, I don't know if it's taken from Karate Mike's video that he does. I think it is. That showcases the rewards. Now, in the rewards, it's got 1, 2, 3 reunion 7-star crystals. Now, that's not in game at the moment. We can even do that right now. So we go into game, fight, we then go over to special quest, we then go right the way over to the Crucible. As I said, great content, terrible AI, but that's MCOC at the moment. And you can see that's different to what that is. Different. Only by 1 7-star crystal. But it was kind of a weird thing there to see it. Maybe at the time Kabam were going to give 2 to it. And obviously from this original post, it's like they're not ranting. I don't think any of us is, you know, too worried. I did think that maybe the rewards would be better for the Crucible. But at the end of the day, this is a bit more... Well, I don't know. I try to like justify whether or not it's a more straightforward route than doing a completion of Necropolis as an alternative option to become Valiant. I've got to do the math and I've got to look into it, because there was some stuff that I think when I totalized it, it actually worked out... No, I need to do the math first, and I need to look at some facts before kind of like running my mouth on stuff, so let's do that first. Anyway, why did we get 1 less 7-star crystal? Well, Kabam Crashed offered some insight, saying there's no version of Crucible rewards that ever had that 3rd crystal, either a visual bug or just a data error when the video was created. Possibly that would be the case if that was to explain something. Maybe at one given, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, maybe it's weird. Everything is pretty weird with stuff. Anyway, do you feel like you're lost out? Do you not care? You know, I think the main thing is that rank 2 to 3 gem, which is fine, but you know, I don't know. Part of me was like, well, I wouldn't mind another extra crystal, but anyway, we can't have everything. And if you were becoming Paragon to Valiant, this would have been a great opportunity, and yeah, a positive thing. Anyway, that has been a show for today. What are your thoughts on some of the topics raised and some of the things we've talked about? Are you happy with some of the responses from Kabam? And I look forward to doing some reunion event content very, very soon and getting back to doing shorts and other stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.